Pop Smoke, the album
R.I.P.
cover.
West Side.
Yeah, the cover looked pretty ugly, but I was pretty impressed by Twitter's ability to actually like make them want to change the album cover almost immediately.
I mean, the outrage was very loud.
The question
Loud
is
and
really
clear.
like, can you get to the point of being as big as Virgil without getting some kind of outbreak of criticism at some point? Because if you really look at it, like, okay, let's look at Kanye. Kanye and Virgil, very similar. You can sort of compare them in many ways. Kanye has given us so many reasons to criticize him, so many reasons for him to be canceled, etc.
No.
Yeah, okay, he supports Donald Trump. End of story. There's so many things that Kanye has done that nobody else in the culture would ever get away with. With Virgil, not very controversial in comparison. Like Virgil, like the things that you could point to that even Virgil's getting canceled for, what? Not donating enough publicly?
They're not canceling him.
Maybe not being good enough at graphic design.
He's not
No.
being canceled. They're just saying they don't like that. You know what I'm saying? When he donated the $50, no one said Virgil was canceled. They just made jokes of the situation.
I've seen a lot of people really, really full of rage.
That-
at
I ain't seen
Virgil.
nobody
And
about
he's
cancel.
been criticized from like the beginning for stealing like designs and ideas
really?
and concepts and stuff.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. I mean, I've seen the pictures.
I just think that at a certain point you get big enough that you just become a big ass fucking target. And I feel like that's kind of what we're seeing happen with Virgil, where for a long time people were willing to give him a pass, like, oh, whatever. They just weren't as inquisitive. Now they want to see every off-white design, every collection he puts out, etc., be some brand new groundbreaking shit. I feel like a year or two ago, if Virgil had designed that album cover, that people just wouldn't have really necessarily like felt like it was so important to have a negative opinion
I think they
about
want
it.
to break down another black man. This is conspiracy.
I don't even think it's that much of a conspiracy. I think it's something like, for a while, the community was looking at Virgil like he was like the next greatest thing to come from the culture. And then you achieve so much, you get rich as fuck, you get kind of
He's
disconnected from the
doing dope
culture.
shit though. The shoes is fire. Every shoe.
But then now you have people coming out in droves wanting to take him down because he's been so successful and
It's
because
crazy.
he came from the
But
organic.
that's anybody. There's people that fucking probably hate your guts, Adam. And you didn't do nothing to them, right?
Oh yeah.
That's what I'm saying. So you're gonna get to a certain point where people, anything that you say, they're gonna say, cancel him, cancel him, cancel him, cancel him. Do this, do this, do this, do this, do this, do this. At the end of the day, and Virgil, you gotta think about it. There's not too many black designers, right? That is out there that the culture really fucks with. Like, he runs the shit at Louis Vuitton too. On
Yeah.
top of that,
He's too big. He's too big that it's inevitable that people are going to want to try to bring him down.
But do I think that he tried to like, oh, do the Pop Smoke shit like that? No, that probably was his vision at the end of the day, and people don't like it.
I have a feeling that album cover, I feel like maybe the way the physical copy would look would be different than the way that it looked when we just saw an image of the album cover. Because you ever get a CD and it's kind of got like
Like a little glittery.
sort of
Yeah.
like shiny crap on and stuff. And that's what they use for the graphics, is like the fucking diamonds and all this shit. And it's, to me, I feel like that album cover, if you were to go pick up a copy at fucking Best Buy and see what it, which I don't think they sell CDs anymore, but
I
if
was
you
gonna
were
say,
to have a
who's
physical copy,
picking up the physical copy.
this fool is at Best Buy every day, just standing on the corner.
Why though?
Stealing iPhones? I don't know.
I got never mind. I'm gonna say
He got to connect. But basically, I feel like the album cover, but I mean, you know, nowadays you are designing it for Instagram, because if the album cover is going to look dope in person, it's like nobody's ever going to fucking see that.
everybody is missing the point.
What?
The point is that Pop, rest in smoke, real nigga. This is his post-humanist, or how you say that?
Posthumous.
Posthumous?
Yeah.
Posthumous.
This is his album. This is his legacy at the end of the day. This is how we're supposed to honor him. So if the album cover don't look like we're honoring Pop Smoke, that's where the public outcry is at the end of the day. 50 just posted up a whole bunch of covers. Like, I'm gonna let the fans rate it. Which ones that you like? And I feel like at this point right now, people are so invested in the art cover that everybody's gonna be torn, and they're not gonna like. Everybody's not gonna agree on everything that they like.
But okay, let's throw this out there. I put forth a theory that like people basically just want to tear Virgil down unfairly at
I
this
think
point.
there's a little bit of that.
I don't
there-
think
there's-
that.
there's
You deal
a-
with a death is different at the end of the day.
Right, but I think that you do have a point where I think that there's an extent to which both of the most obvious L's that Virgil has taken over the past couple months, the posting about the donation, even though we later found out that he actually donated way more than the $50 or whatever, the way he played it, the way he put it out there was in such a way that I feel like, he maybe could have not approached it that way. And then also with this one, I feel like Virgil didn't like this album cover. Like I could have told you if I'd seen this album cover before it came out, I probably could have told you like, I don't think that's going to go over too good. I don't think this is the one.
Let me tell you something. If Pop was still alive and he dropped and posted that album cover on his page, no one would have a problem with it like that. It would not be this outcry right now.
Because nobody normally gives a fuck about anybody's album cover that much. There's so many trash album covers.
They do and they don't. But the fact that this is his legacy, he's not here, is that we need to honor him to the fullest extent. You know what I'm saying? So if the fans don't feel like this ain't honoring Pop right, that's why motherfuckers is mad. I don't think nobody's trying to tear Virgil down. There may be some people like, okay, this is the perfect time to try to tear him down. But for the most part, I felt the same way. I said, I don't fuck with this album cover. And Pop was my homie at the end of the day.
I don't fuck with that album cover, but this is the thing that would have kept me from tweeting it and saying, hey, this album cover sucks, is that Virgil has so much respect. And also, Pop Smoke is dead. Rest in peace, Pop Smoke. Those are the two things that would have made me not say anything. Is number one, to say that the album cover is trash is, I mean, in a prior world that we used to live in, the album cover wouldn't have been able to be changed. So saying that the album cover was trash would have just been like, oh, this album cover is trash for forever, because that's going to be the album cover going forward. And then also the fact that Virgil gets so much love that I wouldn't have really wanted to say anything bad about him. But, welcome to the internet where nothing is safe and people are very happy to tear Virgil down, very happy to basically say that Pop Smoke's album cover sucks. Even, I mean, people are emboldened to have opinions publicly.
Look at the effort, though. 50 went and grabbed the best, probably one of the best designers of our time right now to even make a album cover. He don't make album covers, but the fact that he went to try to grab one of the best creative minds that he knew to make an album cover shows that he really wants to memorialize him the right way.
That's facts. I'm just telling Josh to make sure that first stream is private.
And then too, just like you, I know you was close with X, right?
I probably could have done it myself.
You was close with X, right?
Yeah.
Okay. How would you feel if this was X album and you didn't fuck with the artwork?
I wouldn't say anything.
You wouldn't?
No, because that's like, if I thought that the album cover sucked, I would have thought it was disrespectful to his mother and to his fucking friends.
But you would feel a certain way, right?
I would feel it, but I wouldn't say it.
Okay, but
maybe if it was so bad that I actually thought it was disrespectful. But again, then I would probably hit her up behind the scenes and say something.
But
if I really
in your heart, if you seen something that you don't think was memorializing him the right way, you wouldn't fuck with it, right? Because you have a personal connection with that person.
But at the end of the day, like the extent to which it's memorializing him in a bad way is just that graphically, it's not really appealing to people. It's not really like disrespectful. I could understand if it was like a really like weird graphic of Pop Smoke in a casket or some shit. People didn't like it because it was creepy.
You got to understand how big Pop Smoke was for New York. He was the new guy. Like the whole city was behind him. They were pushing him to be, you know what I'm saying, like the next Biggie damn near. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
So the fact that he loses his life, people don't play when it come to him in New York. You feel me?
But I feel like it was the Twitter critics more than anybody who really like forced this change into happening. When you have all these accounts getting hundreds of thousands of retweets making fun of the album cover, that's what made it.
Look what the niggas did to Sonic. The Sonic trailer comes out. Motherfuckers say, this is ugly. It's disgusting. At the end of the day, what do the people do? They change it. It makes fans way more happy, and they end up selling fucking crazy fucking tickets at the end of the day. The fact that they're even changing Pop album, everybody that has something bad to say about the album, y'all better go buy it and support it at the end of the day. You feel what I'm saying?
Hopefully people
stream that motherfucker.
I'm excited to hear it, to be honest.
I wonder if they're going to post it before it drops on Friday.
What, the new album cover?
Well, right now, 50 has album covers he's asking the people, do they like?
Right.
So I seen like 3 or 4 of them, and they all were like,
I think
doper.
People were mad at the merch too that came with it, the shirt.
Oh, really? I didn't
Yeah,
see
because
that.
he designed a shirt too, Virgil.
I mean, but everybody's doing that now.
Like, okay, to put it in perspective, I remember when Usher came and did the interview about his last project. Virgil had designed the merch, and I was looking at the merch because Usher gave it to me, which I was pretty excited about, just because I'm like, wow, I'm getting like Virgil.
And Usher's R&B, by the way.
Right, and that was kind of an awkward interview to get ready for, because I was like really having to learn everything about Usher from fucking ground step
Make me
zero.
wanna be the one.
Well, see, I know that one, and Wanna make love in this club, in this club.
The fact that you do the lumberjack to R&B music, yeah.
No, but when he gave me that Virgil Abloh design merch, and I remember looking at it thinking like, kind of whack to me, but I would never say that publicly because why am I gonna diss Virgil's shit publicly? Like I don't want to smoke with him.
I mean,
don't diss
before we came here today, I was trying to like look up more coverage on the Pop Smoke cover that Virgil did, and there's so many YouTube videos on like the reason why Virgil Abloh ruined fashion, and like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know, they've been hating on him for a while.
They
now.
just hating. When you on top,
Yeah.
they gonna hate you. They hated Michael Jackson and he didn't do nothing. I stand by that nigga.
Hey, this has been another episode of the No Jumper Show. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you want to support, like, comment, subscribe, and go to nojumper.com. Get yourself a kendama or a t-shirt or something. Appreciate y'all.